Do you know why the guardrails on Japanese roadsides are durable and remain in the same condition for ages? Actually, instead of using brick pieces on the roadside, they use stones. Stones, sand cement, and water are mixed together to form concrete, and this mixture is filled inside the frames. The mixed concrete is brought from another place and poured inside, which is why their roads are so strong.
Farmers collect tons of papaya sap for one main reason: to extract papan, a powerful enzyme found in the milky latex of unripe papaya fruits. Once dried into crude papain, it becomes a valuable raw material used worldwide. In food, it softens meat and clarifies beer. In medicine, it aids digestion and helps clean wounds. In cosmetics, it exfoliates skin. And in leather and textile industries, it's used for softening hides and silk. This massive demand makes papaya latex farming a multi-million-dollar global business. Have you seen Japan's vehicle that's both a bus and a train? It's called the dual-mode vehicle, the world's first of its kind. At first, it looks like a normal bus driving on the road, but when it reaches a railway track, something amazing happens. With just one switch, metal rail wheels drop down, the rubber tires lift, and in seconds, it transforms into a train. Why is Thai rubber so much cleaner and more expensive than the rubber coming out of places like Indonesia? I mean, they both have the same climate and perfect conditions for rubber trees. The secret is all in the harvesting process. Thai farmers are trained to use spotless containers and are even given umbrellas. They also regularly clean the latex collection cups every single day. This stops the latex from mixing with dirt or rainwater, which keeps the contamination down and the quality insane. If the latex gets contaminated, the quality drops instantly. Plus, their grading system is super strict. The cleaner the rubber is, the higher the price, which motivates farmers to keep the quality high. Fun fact, a single rubber tree can be tapped for 20 to 30 years, and one tree can produce over a ton of latex in its lifetime. Have you ever wondered why this girl is poking holes in grain sacks with a metal tube? That tool is called a grain sampler, and it's used to test the quality of the grain inside. By pushing it deep into the sack, it pulls out samples from different layers, top, middle, and bottom. This helps inspectors check for moisture, insects, and mold without opening the whole bag.
As she slices open this massive tuna fish, she's searching for a rare treasure inside. Because in Japan, a single serving of what they're looking for can cost over $300, and it's found in just a few parts of the entire fish. As after they remove the head and carve out the belly, they're left with the spine, which most people would throw away, but Michelin-starred chefs would literally fight for it. Because after the thick spine is separated and cleaned, it's then precisely sliced. And what's found inside isn't meat or fat, but something soft, glassy, and almost transparent, which is one of Japan's rarest and most luxurious delicacies called tuna bone marrow.
When this guy had no money for a gift for his grandmother, he decided to make it himself, but everyone laughed at him, and now you'll find out why. At first, he took some old boards and pulled out the rusty nails, then cut the boards into pieces of the right size and sanded them down. But people laughed at him for something else. Now he puts everything together and ends up with a beautiful homemade flower pot. But people laugh at him because they think he is lazy, since he can't earn money for a gift and makes one himself out of trash. Support this man with a like and a subscription. Unbelievable. This small trick can give your home a luxury look on a low budget. While people spend thousands of dollars to beautify the front of their house, some people in India are very smart. They first prepare a mold by inserting iron pipes and bricks. Now, as soon as this breathing wall is installed in the balcony or front, the house will look royal and will remain naturally cool. That too without a C. This man makes a tile in just seconds, and the process is amazing to watch. He starts by pouring wet cement into a simple mold. Then comes a layer of steel rebar, giving the tile strength that'll last for decades. Another layer of cement is added on top, followed by a thin coat of dry mix to form a smooth, durable surface. Once it's scraped clean and left to set, you're left with a rock-solid tile. Cool, right? What do you think is flowing out of the holes in this bucket? This is how grape juice is extracted. Some people who make wine use a special pressing device for this process. The container is completely filled with grapes, then covered with wooden boards. Using a jack, the boards are slowly pressed down, squeezing the grapes and releasing the juice.
Do you know the most important step after pouring concrete? It's using a concrete vibrator, also called concrete consolidation. This tool makes the concrete denser and removes gaps or rough spots. Thanks to its tube-like shape, it can go deep into the concrete, and with just a few seconds of vibration, the mix becomes smooth inside the container.
This guy decided to go against the system and fool everyone, because when his table accidentally broke, he didn't just throw it away, but decided to repair it with whatever he had on hand. However, not everyone on the internet appreciated his work. He filled the hole with sawdust and a piece of board, then covered everything with putty, polished it, and perfectly camouflaged the repair with paint. But people laugh at him because they think he's poor and can't afford to buy a new table. Support this man with a like and a subscription.
Look, this vendor shows you how to properly fold your shirt. First, fold the shoulders of the shirt toward the center. Then fold the collar and the bottom inward as well. Next, Fold the sleeves until they're secured in the middle. Finally, he shows how to fold the pants by tucking the legs inside so they end up perfectly organized.